What's up, hair business beauties and babes and guys and gals? It's your hair business's best friend, Mikey. And I'm going live today, both in the YouTube channel, the hair business channel, as well as our Facebook group, Start a Hair Extension Business Group. The one that has like a lot of people in it. That one, there's a couple people try to use our same name, but I get what you're doing. I might have done the same thing. So it is what it is. I'm going to wait a minute or two. We're going to get a few more people here on this live video. We're going to get them watching. Setting up my screens here real quick. And let's see what we got going on. We are live. And, I've been working. I had this idea. I had a call. So it is what it is. Oh. I had a call with our Shopify, kind of like we have this person that we deal with Shopify that is kind of like our success manager. So their job is to help us become more successful on the platform because we're at a higher level and they want us to continue to grow and grow. So we're coming up with some ideas, and I was telling them about how we had some of these clearance sales and how big they were, and people were so excited. But, for me, it was a little bit unorganized trying to mix it in with private label extensions, just because of when you have back-end inventory software, you're making up different SKUs. It might not go in. It might take it out of stock. It might not take it out of stock fast enough. It might keep selling. A lot of issues. Just, as you guys continue to grow, you'll get there and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I had a challenge with myself to try to solve this problem. And within about just over 24 hours, we solved the problem. So I haven't shown anyone but a few people inside the company here at Private Label Extensions this new project, but I would be happy to give you guys a little look. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Just one second. Oh, I will put this in the comments below if you would like to check this out after this video. This is the new private label clearance.com. And let me tell you how this is going to work. Private label clearance, it will integrate with, it will set us up where all our stuff that we have clearance, and I'm already working with deals with manufacturers on kind of overstock items or different items to be able to bring to this clearance at just rock bottom prices. Absolutely amazing. So what it's going to be is you got to catch the drop, and the drop is going to be it's going to be about once a month or so. We're not going to have it set. We're just going to make sure it's right before we actually have the drop go out. So to get the drop, as you can see here on the website, you can do it by SMS or email. I actually recommend signing up for both. The reason being, SMS, you're not going to miss when the actual drop goes live. The email will kind of give you some updates about what might be in the drop or when the drop is going to happen. So you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. So you can click either one of those. And like I said, I did all this in one day. I think I started around 1:00 p.m. yesterday, and it's 4:00. So about 27 hours. I did get some sleep and run the whole other business and all the stuff. So kind of in between. So you sign up here, and I would love for you to check this out. And like I said, we'll get started on the website reviews here in just a second. So you sign up by SMS or email. We have our drop video, which I think you will like, and just real simple website. You go here, kind of go over how it works. Basically, we're giving out amazing deals. The future of this is we're going to also partner with other beauty brands. So if you had, say, a skincare product and you wanted to get exposure for it, this is already going to pretty much instantly have thousands of people on it. You can send us a certain amount of product and we'll help promote it on here, and we'll work out the details of how that works on the back end. But it could be a great way also to get introduced to other products that you probably would be interested in. And I think it's a pretty cool thing. So after this video, I have the link here, privatelabelclearance.com. Make sure you are signing up for the SMS and the emails, and I think you're going to really like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the premise of this is I do a 2-minute review. The goal is for me to give you my honest feedback. I've been in the hair industry for 7 years. I've been doing online sales for 14 years. So I have tons of experience. I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy in the world about this stuff, but collectively over $30 million, I think, sold online. So pretty good person to give you good advice. Now, heads up, I can tell you when it used to happen to me, and when you ask for feedback from friends and family, they're always going to be like, yes, this is so nice. This is so nice. Your website's so beautiful. Guess what? That doesn't help you one bit. Not one bit. So I'm going to be completely honest. I only have about 2 minutes per website. So I have to be brutally honest, real quick. I don't have time to fluff or be nice or anything else. I'm just going to tell you the way it is. And, it's not to be, to offend anybody or anything like that. It is to give you the real feedback and advice. So, I just hope you're ready for it, because I have to be completely honest, because it's the only way that you're going to be better with your website and be better online. Also, if you have any comments, I see a few people are still commenting for the website. I already have the websites picked, so you don't have to keep commenting with your website. We'll continue to try to do this. Someone actually reminded me in the group. I don't know if our website's in the 10 here. If not, I will do one just for you because you reminded me. You're like, hey, Mikey, you haven't done those website reviews in a while. I really like that. And I was like, you know what? You're right about that. So let's get started with our website reviews. And what's cool about this is if you find this video later, today, 20th of March, 2020, and you find this video maybe 6 months later, and you go to some of these websites and maybe it's updated to look better, that's really positive, and that's a good thing. If you go and it doesn't look better, well, it's going to be something where, I don't know what to tell you. Like, a website is never done. We work countless hours on the private label extensions website every single week. I mean, countless hours. And for me to finish that website, to get it where I'd feel comfortable, it probably has another of total hours, not just my work, but total hours, probably about 2,000 to 3,000 hours of work minimum that still needs to be done on that site. 2,000 to 3,000 hours, guys. Yes. So just remember that your website's never going to be done. Okay, so let's take a look at the first website. Desiree's Hair. So as you guys can see now, I do have this. You'll see this is on, it's a big iMac. So it does spread out the content or the text and everything, the photos a lot. And some sites will look better on mobile. I can generally see where you're going with this. But something like this, maybe it looks better on mobile. On desktop, this definitely needs to be fixed. If you have your name here, you really don't need your name. This is inside the image. Get that out of the image. You have this kind of stays here, and it's kind of like a split slider. It would be much better maybe if you had one full image. Let's see, spot the difference. See, if you have it like this, it's very hard to see what's going on. The featured collection, this looks okay. You have some decent photos and such. Clip-ins. So view clip-ins, that looks good. I would just get rid of this background image. A lot of websites try to have you say it's like a catalog image. I would usually just get rid of it if you can't make it look really good, because it's just going to come out like this one, really grainy. 10% on your first order. Maybe get rid of some of this text. People aren't going to read all that. And the button color is a little much. Maybe match your sale price or something else. I don't know why all this is right here. See, another thing with having this, it pushes all this stuff down. So you have to scroll down to see a lot of the products. It's better to have it real clean and small up here. So that way, when you go to the page, it's more like the logo, navigation right here, and then boom, products. That's what people like to see, is the products. But so, it looks okay. The product photos, I can see it's definitely a dropship beauty customer. This doesn't look great, being small photos right here. This text is actually good for SEO, having these on category pages, but it's always better if you can get it on the bottom. It's like some coding you have to do that. So it's kind of annoying, but it's pretty good idea. Let's see. You don't have your Facebook pixel installed. So if you're doing any Facebook, Instagram marketing, you're basically throwing the money out the window. You have some blog posts going, which I really like. So this is going to be how you start really getting some traffic. But consistency is key with blog posts. So you have one on December 24th, January 13th. You fell off the wagon for a little bit, and now May 7th. So get back on the wagon. If you can do one of these every week, every other week at the minimum, I think that'd be a big help. That's your 2 minutes and my 2 cents on Desiree's hair. Okay, let's see. All dolled up. Logo pretty cute, actually. That's a cute logo, you know, fancy pink shoes, wearing that. The problem with this is the background. Like right away, this background is just too much. Like if you go to think about all the professional websites you see, like Apple or Mac, Fenty Beauty, Sephora, they're going to have either pretty much all white or some black backgrounds. You want to keep it, I know you want to have like more, if you want this pink or purplish color, you want it more of like an accent than an actual full background. It becomes way too much. The homepage is okay. It's just that background is distracting. It's trying too much to be kind of girly. You want more girly accents within some of the buttons. Maybe some of the buttons change. If you had an all white background, but maybe change the button to this color, you know, it might look a lot better. You have the Facebook pixel installed, so that's good news. Let's go look at your about page. A lot of people don't spend time on this. Okay. Your picture kind of looks like a selfie. It's a good start, but you want to have, what I would do is, if you don't want to do a photo shoot, just wear something nice, get your nice camera, right? And just take it and stand against kind of like a white wall. Don't get too close to the wall where it casts a shadow. It would help out a lot if you have a window in front of you shining some natural light. Just take a photo, crop it, and you're done. You know, that's for pretty much everyone. So you do have this. You can break up the text a little bit by it's kind of clumped together. Space some of this text out would be helpful. Let's see, a blog. Okay, so you have the initial blog posts. You really want to start writing some blog posts, guys. It's really, really important to start getting like traffic, SEO, everything else going. You know, other than that, the biggest problem with this site, actually, it's real simple, is the background, because it makes this stand out too much. It looks kind of off. If you just had the simple white background and then did some of the color accents, I think you would be, you know, infinitely way better off with your website. Infinitely way better off. Get blogging, do some retargeted Facebook ads, update your profile photo, and other than that, you know, you might want to, let's see real quick if we have here, let's say like a Brazilian body wave. You can get the Shopify has a reviews app. Maybe add the reviews app. It's a free reviews app. Add the free reviews app and try to get some of your customers to leave some reviews. That's going to be really important. But that's your 2 minutes. And let's go to the next one. Tresses Galore. So Tresses Galore has been in our group for quite some time now. First things first, this logo, I would make it a little bit smaller. It's just too big. It pushes everything down. Yeah, so it'd be better if this was smaller. And you know, you want to build out your navigation a little bit more. T-shirts and hat, edge control, silk bonnets. You have the products here, but it's not easy to get to those. Like, so if you landed on a page other than the home page, you wouldn't really be able to get to these products. So you definitely want to work on your navigation first and foremost. This photo, it's stretched out. It's not the right size. If, you know, you'd almost be better off just removing it or find something that doesn't stretch out. I mean, it's a nice photo, but it's just stretched out. You know, so because like, oh, actually, you have it here, which I didn't see first off, and I wonder if anyone else noticed that. So if you have this, you will want to make a shop button, and you might want to break it down a little bit more where it's, bundles, closures, kind of spread out the navigation a little bit more to make it easier for people to find out all the different items that you sell. That's going to be huge. You don't have your Facebook pixel installed. We need to get that in here right away so you can start tracking your users. There you are. The photos are okay. Another thing is you want to make sure that you have it, your text is kind of spaced out a little so wide. Be able to kind of work with this a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of time. See how it's kind of spaced out a little bit better here. It probably looks better on mobile. It'll take a little time to do this. I think the main thing is right away, make your logo smaller, add the navigation. You can have the home, move it to the side, but have the products. You're promoting your t-shirts and hat and silk bonnets more than you are bundles, closures, frontals, and everything else, which are going to be definitely a bigger money maker. So I would definitely work on that. So if you get that going, let's see real quick. I think if you get that going, you've updated some photos here, which is nice. And choose an option. So right now you have Brazilian bundles. You might want to break it down because it's just so many to choose from. Maybe this works for you, but this is a lot of different options for one page to handle. You might want to switch it instead of just Brazilian bundles with closure, make Brazilian body wave, a Brazilian deep wave, Brazilian kinky curly, and loose wave. So if you can start with doing some of those items, I think people will be able to navigate your site better. The logo won't be pushing all the other information down. I think you'll be better off. Let's see. What is this? Unique. Interesting spelling. The logo is kind of cute. It's just hard to read. I wouldn't really know what it is without really looking at the domain URL. The homepage, you kind of want to get away from, it's the same kind of thing. It's trying to be that girly, cutesy look of having that color. If you want to do colors, it's better to do the colors within the buttons, maybe the title here color, but you want to get away from having these links in here being this blue color. You'd be much better off having this kind of the standard black. Your navigation, extensions, frontals. Okay. I mean, I know this is Shopify because it has Shop Pay. Basic theme. You might be better off eventually if you wanted to upgrade your theme. You do have the phone number, that's good. You have the email, that's really good. So that's always nice. Contact us. That could be a link probably to your contact page. Check out your shipping policy. I'll try to go over some different things. Okay. Yeah, it just comes down to being kind of distracting with the color being this color. Have the buttons and other stuff, the different colors, but not all the text. I mean, you wouldn't see Target or Apple or Walmart or anything else have this color. And the reason being is they spend millions of dollars on people testing their website to make it better. So you're not going to come up with something that's different and new that they haven't figured out. So I would spend some time doing that and, some basic updates. You do have the Facebook pixel installed, which is, great for advertising. If you do some of these little things, the About Us, I mean, honestly, if someone goes to your website, they look at something they're about to buy and they're like, I don't really know who this is. Let me see the About Us. And it's blank. 100% of the time, if they go to this page, they're not going to convert, which I don't want to happen. So let's get an About Us in there. About Us is real important. Don Bella hair. This looks pretty nice. Had the little pop-up. Pretty good photos. Yeah, I mean, this site looks pretty good. This is probably your Instagram feed, which it looks okay. It's somewhat distracting, but not bad. Yeah, I like your logo, Don Bella. Everything looks pretty good here. Let's see, shop hair. Same thing. I would try to get away from having this color within your menu. It's just too much. Like everything's looking good. You have the kind of the call to action here. I've seen good and bad results with that, but if it's working well for you, hey, I would say go with it. But the actual images and the photos and everything are looking pretty good. Bob wig. Same thing with this, you know, having the background color different. If you had a white background, this would all look a lot cleaner. And then just maybe this top part, this cream color, I don't know what I would call that color, because it would even separate fine with this. To share this portion would look good. You know, this looks kind of good, eye-catching. You do have good menu down here, which is really important. Your contact information. You know, you're really close with this one. I think you just need to kind of tighten up some of the design. And the hair and beauty supply is just so small on your logo. You might think of getting rid of that, just delete that and just have that. And then if you're doing it somewhere where it's kind of printed bigger, you would have that. If you do those few things, I think you're really close here. But you can see like the contact form, it's not made to have this color background. It's kind of hard to see. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And just a little bit of design tweaks, I think you'd be better off. Let's see, the bundlebookhair.com. So if you're not going to add anything here to kind of like to give them incentive, even if it doesn't have to be a coupon, it could be download our guide to, you know, amazing hair extensions or something like that. Something simple like that. You can do that. People will sign up. I'd be really surprised, you know, if your conversion rate was more than 1% of people signed up for that. The logo's cute. I would get rid of that little text here. You guys can see that maybe. If you can get that fixed, I would get rid of that, unless I'd only have it if you had it printed on like a big t-shirt or something like that. You just can't read it. So it's just more distracting. It doesn't look clean. The main image is kind of pixelated. So you might want to find a more like a higher end photo. I think the text is built in, which looks pixelated as well. So you don't want to put the actual text inside the image. You want it as an overlay. Real important. I said you can play something here. Let's see. Yeah, same thing here. Have it as an overlay. It's probably within this shop area, but you can see most of these photos are kind of pixelated. This part looks good. Like this is pretty eye-catching here. So this looks really good. This looks good. You know, the problem is when people first go to the site, their first impression is this. So, but if they first see this, they're probably going to back away. So let's get that fixed. So hopefully they can see this. That looks, you know, pretty nice. I think if you did that, you would be definitely much better off. So let's see here, your menu. Let's see, shop bundles. Yeah, I would just delete this top photo. It would be much better if it was just kind of like right here with your logo and just much cleaner. Product photos, everything looks pretty good. Let's see, shipping policy. Yep, looks pretty good. I think, you know, you have a pretty good site here. The photo, got to fix this. You want this photo to be the full kind of like in the text kind of thing. It's just this photo is way too small. But overall, I mean, you filled everything out. You definitely have done some work here. It's looking pretty good. I think you're close. I would just continue to do some design tweaks here. And yeah, I think should be looking good. And having the FAQ and kind of help answer questions is always a good idea too. So good job and keep going. Let's see. I am beauty 24/7. Yes, I feel like I am work 24/7 lately. Let's see. Another thing, like let's go back to this again. See the shop hair and lashes? That shouldn't be here. It's too distracting when you have an overlay. So when I was saying overlay, it's this text right here, bundle deals, all popular lengths. You don't want the overlay and the text here. It's always better to have an overlay up if possible. Also, your logo here, you want to have it with a PNG. So you want to have it with just a clean background. You don't want it to be a black blob on top of your main image here for your logo. It's just, it doesn't look clean. You know, no professional major site's going to have this, just to be honest. So you need a PNG image where it doesn't have the background and it can sit on top. Another thing here, once again, with this background, make it just white, or even if you wanted to make it like an off-white, you see this color, like making it this color is okay, but this color is not okay. You know, this color is totally fine. This, it's kind of hard. It's so dark. It's kind of hard to read your the text here. It's just like too much. And, you know, having it on the bottom is okay. Having it this color, I'm not a fan of having it this color. And it's two different colors. So like this doesn't even match that. So that's an issue. Let's see. Instagram goes over. Okay, so that's good. Some people don't update their social media links and it goes over to like Shopify's or something like that. And I'm just like, okay, that's not good. Let's see here. Contact page. Basic contact page looks fine. Let's see, about page. Yeah, I would definitely add some more information here about, some photos. I mean, honestly, guys, it's 2020. We need to get some videos. I need to see videos, lots of videos. Spend some time. The first video you make is going to be your worst. So just get it out of the way and keep improving. The website's got good structure, the navigation, everything. I would just focus on cleaning up some of these pages and in colors, because like you can see now, this is blue. It's too many different colors, and I think you'll be off to a better start. Let's see, subscribe to our email list. This actually is like pretty colors, but you should probably change this to something more hair related and, maybe have some sort of offer here. But that's actually a pretty pop-up. So like this, you can't really see anything. That's the problem with a lot of these slider images. Honestly, they're hard sometimes to get right. I know. Because if you go to this website and you see this, you're like, what are they selling? It's just kind of, you can't do that. Same thing with the logo. You can't have this logo. Boss Lady Luxury Hair is fine, but it can't be an overlay on top of somebody with hair extensions. Like, that's just not going to work, to be honest with you. The privacy policy, term service, shipping, and refund can all go in the bottom here. So this is a Shopify site. You should have a footer links. Add all these links to the footer links, and then the shop, you're not breaking it down for people. So break down the shop a little bit so it's easier for them to find these products. Because if they're trying to find these products, it's going to be really, really hard. Let's see. Show the Boss Lady. I mean, your photos, I don't know where you got the photos, but the photos look really, really nice. I'm not a huge fan of the overlay. I know people borrow photos all the time, which I know it's not the best thing, but it's something kind of important. Let's see. I'm not a fan of this background. I think it would look much cleaner if it was just white. And then once again, with these images, you really have to space out these images, right? Because people are going to start reading this and you can't see it. So you have to have a better way to present it. This looks nice. And see the little accent of the overlay. So it would look so much better if it was just a white background. And if you want to add some of the color, add some of the color in an overlay, something like this, something that is something that's more subtle. That's the key. This is probably your Instagram feed. Let's see, About Us. You should have an About Us page. So you got okay, so I actually haven't been checking, but this is one of my pet peeves is people have like, Boss Lady Luxury Hair at gmail.com. You can't have that. You see here, Cynthia has Cynthia at bossLadyLuxuryHair.com. That's what you got to have. If you have a Gmail address, people are not going to buy from you. I mean, you just cut the chances of someone buying from you like in half. So please don't do that. This purple in here is a little much. Overall, I mean, the site is pretty nice. You definitely have to fix the navigation. You definitely have to fix the logo. You have the Facebook pixel installed. I would make pages for the about information and the contact information, all that. That would be really important. You probably want to start blogging, giving some people content. When you blog, it's not just for SEO. When people get to go to your website and they start reading some of these posts and information, you start to build a rapport with them, and they're like, oh, this person knows what they're talking about. They're an expert, and you listen to them, and then you feel more comfortable buying from them. It's the problem a lot of people have is they're just always trying to sell instead of building a brand. Like, you 100% have to focus on building the brand. That's the only way you're going to really start ramping up your sales. But overall, looking pretty good. And I love your photos. Really, really attractive. People smiling, looking great. But then you get here and it's like the sizing's all messed up. So fix some of that stuff, and I think you'll be way better off. Let's see. Eyedolized Tresses logos got 100% be fixed. I should just run a special on these logos for you guys, the private label branding. For those, let me just go ahead and put it here in the comments. Private label branding.com. If you guys need logos, they're $99. It's like really cheap for what you get. You get 6 options, and I mean, it's such a good investment. The key is we give you all the different files that are needed for like printing big banners or t-shirts, and the PNG and the small and the large, everything. I see a lot of people charge like this cheap, even people that charge even $200 a logo, they don't give you all these files sometimes. And you might think like, oh, I don't need all these files, until you need that file. You're trying to print that banner for some event, and then the people are like, I can't use this logo. There's some crappy small file size. You can't print that. But once again, I would try to keep the background clean. This color is a little bit better, but it's still a little bit much. Knockout hair deals. This is kind of something that you would normally have more at the top, I feel like. It probably looks better on mobile. You do have the right email address, so that's good. Let's check these links. Okay, so you have the link set up. That's good. Let's see here. Shipping policy. Let's just take a look. Okay, basic. It's fine. More. You definitely need an about page. I don't see an about page. I don't see a blog. Let's check out like a product page. Yeah, it's just a basic product page. A lot of people that are using Dropship Beauty or have private label extensions, Dropship Bundles, Dropship Beauty, whatever, set your website up. It's just the beginning. So what I would highly recommend doing is going in and start updating this text to be maybe not this part here that shows the actual specifics, but something in here. Just start updating the text to be more in your own words. You know, that's highly recommended. Overall, I mean, I think the biggest issue with this website is the logo, and then maybe this color. I think you're trying to match what's in your logo, which I understand, but it's much better just to have it as accents than anything else. Add the about page, blog, and I don't know. I think you can maybe do okay. Let's see here. Exquisite HN. ExquisiteHN.com, but it's hair extensions. I don't get it. Maybe if you're watching, you can leave a comment why. I don't know. Let's see. Your navigation. See, guys, this is a pretty good navigation here. Hair collections, about us, FAQ, catalog, packages. You know, that looks pretty good. Your logo looks good. It doesn't have like a black background or anything, so that looks good. I would get rid of the LLC though in your logo, just to be honest. Like you don't need to say that it's an LLC. Honestly, no one cares about your business structure. 99.99% of the people that visit your website aren't wondering, is this an LLC, S Corp? It just, you have a pretty logo. Just get rid of the LLC. And I think that would be, I know I'm being picky there, but I have to be picky because, you know, whether you're a client of ours or not, I just want you to be successful. This looks kind of cute here. You know, I'd have to see how it looks on mobile. Let's see, be your own hair trend, shop now. Yeah, I see where you're going with this. It probably looks really good on mobile because it's going to be like the full block. You have some videos. You know, I see you doing some stuff here. You have your email. Let me check these links. Yeah, I didn't catch anyone. Usually I catch someone that didn't update their links. Overall, we're looking pretty good over here. Let's see, bundle deals. Yeah, we'll just update some of the text. I feel like you can add a little bit more personality to the site. And if you do that, you look really good. And then for people see how she has like the gold in the logo, gold here and gold here with the black bottom here, but then it's like white here. It's very clean looking. Like this looks really clean, guys. This looks good. So good job with the color scheme and everything else. Let's see. Oh, that was it. That was all 10 websites. If I don't do these sometime next week again, can someone like post in the Facebook group, hey, Mikey, can you do another website review? Because I do want to do those. Make sure that you guys get the notifications for the drop. The drop's happening, I'm thinking next week. We got a lot of work to do for this. I know at minimum 300 wigs. We're going to have some lashes, some bundles. We're not going to have outside beauty products yet. We're just kind of getting this thing ramped up, but that will be something in the future. I'm already working on future drops as well. Talking with a lot of people right now about this. So thank you very much for watching. And if you have, let me just check any comments I need to answer. Let's see. Oh wait, where's mine? I had 120 comments on there. I am sorry I missed yours. Let's try to get you in on the next one. Thank you so much for the review. You're very, very welcome. Yes, make sure you guys check out privatelabelbranding.com. Really, really important. And let's see. I didn't like my headshot for my site. Yep. I mean, you know, be picky, guys. You got to be a little bit picky. It's really, really important to be picky and understand that it takes a while to get this stuff done, just because it's a website. It's never done. It's like your house. If you have a house or apartment, your house or apartment's never done. It always needs to be cleaned. Something always is going on. So it's this website's the same thing. It's just part of the business. It's just not set it and forget it. Everyone's going to come to your website. It's just, that just doesn't happen. So, you know, it's, oh, you posted the reminder. So this is the person I was telling you about that posted the reminder. Let's see, actually, let me see. Did you post your website? Yep, there it is right here. Let me see if I can go to there real quick. Let's see here. Falujae. Holy cow. How am I going to spell this? Hold on just one second. All right, so let me get this one up here. And let's give her, now she's the one who actually said, hey, Mikey, you haven't done websites in a while or website reviews. So let's just knock this one out. Okay, here we are. This is your website. Looks pretty good. I like to contact us. Phone number looking very clean. Just using text, either as a text logo or just text, that is fine. Let's see, USD. If you don't have people shopping in different countries, get rid of this. I always get rid of it on private label. We have people from all over the world on our website. This looks pretty good. Let's see here. So you seems like you're focused on bridal, which is good. Huge industry, big money. Boxes look good. Blog posts. Keep blogging, guys. Yeah, website's looking. The problem again, once again, like with having too many of these photos, I would just get rid of it. Make it like a solid color block. Just because you can see this, like you're trying to look good, but this just doesn't look that good. Your text logo, actually, that font looks really good. I mean, it looks better than some of the other logos that have the background that you can't really see. So, you know, that's good. So let's check out the bridal just because. So you have these bridal boxes. These look really nice. Yeah, good job with that. Adding something different to your site. Let's see, you got the lashes in here. As you guys are getting clients to wear the lashes too, add the lash photos of clients wearing it to your actual website. Also, you want to, if you don't have reviews, if you go to Shopify apps, they have a lot of paid reviews services, but if you just want a free one, you can use the Shopify apps free one. Let's see, blog. Okay, you want to keep going with that. Contact. You know, you're setting the expectation. You're busy. You know, it might take a day or two to get back to people. So that's fine. You have the email. I think overall your site's pretty good. I don't know if you're doing any ads or anything else with this, but I think you're at the point the design looks pretty good. You want to start getting reviews, maybe a Q&A section, start updating the blog more. This looks a little off. I can see you're trying to do like where you can see what you have. It just looks kind of funny, I guess. I don't know. Some people might like it. I would say keep blogging. Update like this area here. Your navigation looks great. Let's see the about page. Add a photo or video talking about your business. That would be really nice. Space out this text a little bit more, because if you're reading this on mobile, it's going to look like a big block, and people just don't like reading big blocks. So yeah, I mean, I think your site looks good. I think just with a few tweaks, you're going to be looking way better than you are today. But overall, pretty good job. So that's awesome. So let's see. I think that's everything, guys. And thank you very much for watching, and make sure that you catch the drop. It's going to be good. These deals are insane. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the group.